running is a big piece of my recovery. It's not something I depend on for my recovery. When I say recovery, I mean recovery from alcohol and drug abuse. Running can't be the answer to my recovery because I'm going to get injured, I'm going to get hurt. The running might not always be there, but it is good therapy. And I find that at these races of ultra long distances, there are many people like me there. I like to document things. That's just something I like to do. I was writing about things that I loved, and a lot of times it was traveling to places and running with people, getting to know them, and if we're going to get to know each other, let's go for a run and talk while we're running. A guy I know described it really well when he said, when I was using it, I was always putting masks on. I didn't even want to know who I was when I was using. I didn't want to face who I was and those hard truths. When I'm out on mile 80, I've pulled off every possible mask that I might possibly wear. I'm getting down to the core of who I am. I ran in my early recovery, a puffy and bloated mess. Running doesn't keep me sober. That's not how this works, but it does help me connect to that spiritual life which keeps me sober. When I'm running well, I'm floating, barely touching the earth. I'm doing what I was made to do, no matter how awkward or ungraceful my form is. I am motion interacting with the elements. I am one with all that is. I can't think of a better way to spend an empty day than on the trails. Running is my prayer, a way of finding gratitude. There's a great feeling of accomplishment, like, wow, I made it, of course, but usually that piece of it takes a few days to really process and sink through too. And that's why I love these things, because you don't know if you're going to make it. You know, it's so different from the neighborhood 5K where everybody at the starting line is most likely going to finish. I'm not knocking that neighborhood 5K either, but it's just a completely different thing at the start of 100 where a third of the people may make it to the finish line. And you don't know if you're going to be one of those people, what you're going to encounter that day, either externally or internally, that you might be hopefully able to move through to get to the finish. Running trails is my meditation. It puts me more in the present moment than anything I do. I love the solitude of running along and the humility of running ultramarathons.